Hey, I'm back from MLP Northwest, and I actually had a chance this time around to take a look at the episode from my own home, because the internet connection I had at the Doubletree kept going in and out while I was trying to view the episode, and I don't know, I had a hard time trying to view the episode. It wasn't until I was trying to call tech support, so I was trying to view the episode and trying to keep them on the line while I was trying to view the episode. So, I guess, in my respect, I mean, they're gonna have to get their internet fixed. So, but, anywho, I mean, I'm still trying to, work on the MLP Northwest vlogs while I'm trying to do this. So, but I took a little break so I could take a look at the episode here, since I realized, well, my internet connection's broken off, so here we go. So yeah, we have the brand new Christmas episode, which surprisingly came out in May, of all things, and this episode is called A Heartwarming Tale. So, what is the idea of Discovery Family deciding that they wanted to air this sometime within May? A Christmas episode in May. That is like, I don't know, they're like, I don't know, like, it's May right now, and we're like, oh, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 months. 7 months behind, or the 7 months until December. So, this could be something I could say for the 28 days, but I might as well talk about this for the sake of the initial opinions. So, why not? As I said, this feels like a bona fide version of, the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol, but one thing I almost didn't realize the first time viewing it around was that when I took a look at it for the second time, this is the Grinch combined with, this is A Christmas Carol combined with The Grinch. Not the 2000 movie, I mean, the animated, the Dr. Seuss story, to be exact. But that's literally all that this is, and then you just throw in the musicals from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and you got yourself a story here. But the story is simple like this. Starlight Glimmer is practically is one of the ponies that doesn't celebrate Christmas at all because, well, she doesn't see the point in celebrating it. And the one thing that she does is Twilight decides to tell Starlight the story, the bona fide version of A Christmas Carol called A Heartwarming Tale. And the story is Snowfall Frost, which is Ebenezer Scrooge, she's like Ebenezer Scrooge. She hates Christmas. She doesn't see the point of it. She is an almighty powerful wizard, and she basically gets sick and tired of it, and she wants to basically go back to, she wants to destroy the entirety of she wants to destroy Christmas. Basically have it skip over the holiday. So, she lets off her partner, Snow Dash, and she, for the night, and she goes off to brew her potion. Little does she know that the partner, the partners of, the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, well, the ghost of Christmas past winds up coming up to show her, the ways of her errors and how she used to like the holidays. That's until Lord Voldemort, yeah, you heard me right, well, actually, there is a teacher who actually looks like Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, which, by the way, I actually need to take a look at Harry Potter, but a lot of other things have been getting in the way. Has basically made Starlight actually, has made Snowfall take a look at the holiday as just a silly thing, and make Snowfall, yeah, these names are really unmemorable, makes Snowfall study more and more and more instead of celebrating the holiday, which makes Lord Voldemort look like a complete and utter a meanie. So, what did they do? What has happened? Well, the past time is up, and what happens during all of this is the ghost of Christmas present, which is Pinkie Pie, must I mind you, comes up and shows shows up Snowfall how everyone in her time, how everyone celebrates the holiday, that it isn't all about the presents and everything. It's about, loving everyone. And I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, practically, Christmas, at least from what I've seen, it really isn't about, presents or anything. It's all about giving and being with your loved ones and such. And giving love to those that respect you and love thy neighbor and all that. From my standpoint, from the way I've seen Christmas for the past 19 years. So, basically, Snowfall sort of feels kind of a bit sorry for all of this, but it isn't until Princess Luna, the ghost of Christmas future, comes up and basically scares the living daylights out of her in probably the best, if not the best musical number out of all of this whole episode, in probably the best environment, where the entire Wendigos come out and cover her whole entire environment in an eternal snow environment. That Snowfall changes her ways and decides not to brew the chemical, and that she wants to celebrate Heartswarming Eve. So, in that sense, she changes her ways, and in that sense, Starlight is, after the story's finished, Starlight is given a choice by Twilight. But not by peer pressure, because Lord knows, they did that by last season, because of the equalization and all that. Same thing with Legend of Korra, because most of you don't know it, because I'm actually watching Legend of Korra right now. Because Twilight gives Starlight a choice here. You can join us if you want. It is your choice. And she decides, why not? I think maybe getting out and seeing if this holiday's worth it would be something to try out. And she does it, and, you know, she does actually get into the spirit of trying out Heartwarming Eve. So, that's the way the episode ends. Alright. Heartwarming Tale. I've said this many times, especially on the Saturday video, and many times in this, that this is basically a bona fide Christmas Carol and, what is this, The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So, but there were so many times I was thinking, like, how Pinkie Pie would have been, like, the person, or, like, how Starlight Glimmer could have been, like, the person where they could have, like, thrown off some remarks back and forth between each other, like in Scrooged. But there were also some other, like, good Christmas specials they could have done. I mean, think about it. There were, like, some other good Christmas carols. If many of you watch my 28 Days of Christmas Marathon, congrats to you. Practically, well, if many of you have not seen the 28 Days of Christmas Marathon, it's practically, like, a highly, well, not highly recommended, but if you're willing to sit through those many marathons during the 28 days, let me give you a quick, short summary of them. Basically, during the hiatus of the MLP season, I review, like, in 28 days, whatever I have on my desktop to whatever I got of Christmas films on my Netflix queue, or what I've got on video or DVD, and I give my thoughts on it and review them to you through vlogs or whatever. So that's essentially what the 28 days is. And I review them all the way from, like, the day after Thanksgiving, so that's, like, I don't know, on Black Friday, all the way to the day of December 25th. That's practically 28 days for you guys. And the, like, the main victim for, like, the 28 days happens to be, like, the many, many, many adaptations of A Christmas Carol. One of the few things that happens to be on my list is, of course, is many things. Mickey's Christmas Carol, The Muppets Christmas Carol, and actually, there's more than that. George C. Scott's adaptation, because George C. Scott is the best Ebenezer Scrooge, and then Bill Murray Scrooged, because I think I named off like 4 or 5. So pretty much for the best one there is. The best one for, like, kids is practically obviously a fight between Mickey's Christmas Carol or the Muppets Christmas Carol. But I mean, like, Mickey's Christmas Carol is, like, the best one possible, because not only did they, like, cram the story in, like, in under 30 minutes, but also the story was just, like, it could actually make you cry. It could actually make a nearly 20-year-old man cry, because there's like Mickey who's crying over the death of Tiny Tim cry. But then there's also like the best part where like Pete who's playing who's playing the Ghost of Christmas Future, and there's like the best part where like Scrooge McDuck, I'm trying to recall this off of memory because I'm trying to wait till December on this one, and to actually like watch this one again, and there's like the part where Pete reveals Scrooge McDuck's cemetery, and there's like the part where he goes like, "Whose grave is this?" Lights the match, shows off the tombstone, Ebenezer Scrooge, and goes like, "Why yours, Ebenezer? The richest man in the cemetery!" And he like descends into like this fiery tombstone, or fiery casket, and that's the scariest thing you'll ever see. But that's like the best thing you could ever see out of like anything that's related to Disney known to man. Like, holy wow. But as for this, I mean, Scrooge also did it to some advantage. I mean, despite the fact that it was like sort of a comedy, but also did it to some serious advantage by having it take place in modern time. But they also did some hilarious bits with it by having the Ghost of Christmas Present be like sort of hit Bill Murray with some slapstick, but I won't go into too much detail with it. So, with that in mind, I mean, Muppet Christmas Carol and just Mickey's Christmas Carol and everything else, this one, Heartwarming Tale, I'll have to wait until December to actually take a look at this again, so, because with it being in May, it's too early to have an opinion on this one. But I think overall, it's good, it's great, it's average, 6.5. But overall, I would see this in December to at least have an opinion on it. Too early for it to be a Christmas episode. I don't know what Discovery Family was thinking. But, I mean, somebody in the writing department must have thought, I mean, we must have had it chugging along and thought this could have been released in December, but they decided to release it in May anyway, so why not? So, I guess, see this episode in December, and see you guys for the next vlogs. Later.